Now, this is a build that I've really been trying to get going for, I don't know, probably since I've started to play the game. And it's honestly a really neat one, in my opinion, but it's also a very difficult one to actually execute. And you might be able to tell, based on kind of just the buffs that I already have, what that kind of is looking like. And that is every time I reload, my orbs get stronger by +3/+1. Or, yes, +3/+1, which is honestly a huge number. Like, my stone's up to an 8/6. And I've really been trying to get this build to work for a long time. But every single time that I come close, just something comes up. So what I kind of want to go with today is just like, kind of playing around with it. And I think the best way to do that is to get some of the orbs that will hit pegs a lot. And I think Ball Lightning should be able to do that. Alright, and I'll just keep going here. I will just try and skip the first 2 relics that I come across as well, just because I already have, I started with 2 extra relics. One of them's common, one of them's rare. I feel like that's actually just kind of reasonable. And you know what? I kind of want to remove all of them, but I think I can mill through my deck a little bit faster if I only remove one here. So that's what I'm gonna do. Also, one other thing that constantly happens when I do end up going for this synergy in particular is that I always end up with a cheese build, and I do not want to go with that today. So I'm gonna do my best to avoid, I might take the round guard if that's offered to me, because I just think that's such a good relic, especially with this, but I will not be taking the, I will not, however, be taking the, what am I thinking here? It was something, and it was certainly reasonable. I will not be taking the bad cheese, just because I feel like I kind of want to explore this, and the bad cheese will hamper my experience with it, I think. Alright, so let's see here. What are we gonna get up to? Should be plenty of damage. The Morbid Orb, another huge one that does incredibly well with buffs. I should be very cautious though, now that I'm thinking about it, because the more orbs I get, the less buffs I get. It's kind of like, I have to kind of teeter between getting enough good orbs that I can really abuse this synergy with, and getting a small enough deck that that I can still abuse this deck at the same time. So it's a very fine line here, and it's kind of a weird one that you have to go across. Like, do I have enough orbs that I am not going to be stuck throwing orbs that I hate throwing, but do I also have enough that a small enough deck here that I can just kind of exist and be fine. 147, that's a lot. 8/6 Morbid Orb, level 2. That's a lot. That's a lot for this early in the game. With only 3 relics. It certainly feels good to get this, for once. And I can start picking these things up. I'm thinking that I might go with the Recombobulator, just get a little bit of an AoE build going. Just off that one relic, should help with it. Alright, let's see here. Duplication Potion, I'm not actually a huge fan of that right now. I will take the Philosopher's Stone, but my orbs do scale up 3/1, so it will definitely be far stronger for me to not be critting as much. So I'll try my best to avoid getting anything that pretty much guarantees crits. Which, let's be real, the Duplication Potion absolutely does. It is such a incredibly strong relic. It's honestly one of my favorite new ones, just because of how all of the pretty colors, all the reds and the greens and the yellows that all show up inherently because of it, it's just awesome. It is. It truly is amazing. Alright, let's see here. Can I hit the bomb? Doesn't look like it, but honestly not too big of a deal. I'll be able to get through it this time around. Just fine. It's incredible. This is a 7-4. This is a 7-4. Also, do I have a shop coming up here? I do not. I might as well start to use this money. I have the money anyway. And I have other ways to get it now, too. You know, I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have discarded through, but honestly, not too big of a deal. I'm not worried. That was a very strong shot, regardless. I will, however, go for this refresh the bombs over there, and see what I can get going down the left side. This will just refresh and head to this guy. That was a horrible shot. Okay, that was unfortunate, but the ball lightning would never let me down, right? Seems to be the case. Picking up all the gold as well. Very happy with that. And I think this is the point where I would like to take that Morbid Orb, but I would also like to maintain the amount of orbs that I do have. I think it's already on like a fine point where it's just a little bit too much. But honestly, not too big of a deal. Let's see. Huge shot to start off here. Honestly, massive. I might as well just keep skipping through now, though. 4-3? I'll take a 4-3 lightning orb. Yeah, I will gladly do that. Now, do I want to just do this? I think the answer is yes. I should be able to kill it next shot anyway. Right? Yeah, 5-5 stone is generally pretty good, especially on a little curve like that. I will gladly take that. And you know what? I'm gonna start upgrading them. I might as well. I have the gold. Let's see. Intentional Oboe should be really good. It should balance out the fact that there's going to be a lot of red bombs inherently because of the Recombobulator on the final stage. Very happy to find that. I know it's a... that's like planning heavily far in advance, but it should also help out with the castle stage. The castle stage always a nightmare for just doing chip damage, you know? So I guess it'll help with that as well. Again, I go for that refresh there. I probably should have been going for some other stuff. How? How'd I do that? Sometimes I question myself a lot. Let's see. I'll just upgrade my stones to max. Might as well. I do think the stones are a little bit better than the Dag Orb currently, because again, I'm not a huge fan of crits with this build. Like, they're alright. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I crit again, no. But I will not be the most pleased with it, you know? That's a 150. That's a big shot. 6-7. It's a 6-7 already. 7-9. Jeez. This is like the first stage. I do not have that many relics or rare relics at that point. This is awesome. I never get this build to work for me, so I'm incredibly happy that it actually is. Like, this is working very well. Alright, now, do I want to upgrade that? You know what? I don't think I do. I do think I'd want the Unpretentious Pendant, though. Getting +2/+0 and removing an orb, or a crit off the field. That is really nice, for a couple reasons. Mainly the fact that it removes the crit off the field. Honestly, that's probably the best reason for me using this. I wanted to actually target the middle one there, but I guess that works too. I should be able to, I should be completely fine. Right? Right? You'd think. You'd hope at least. What I would also hope is I could stop critting. Come on! I never want to crit. This hurts. This hurts a lot. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm only going to throw the ball lightning here, just so I can take no damage. And then, honestly, I guess I can throw this. This is an 11-8. There's no way this doesn't kill, right? Right. It was close. It was close. It was very close. I'll be honest. That was close. But here we are. I'll head down this way. I do have a shop somewhere coming up here, but it's quite a ways away still. Ooh, I think projectile attacks piercing an additional enemy is a little better than +1/+1. The +1/+1 is normally better, I think, but in this, because of the build I'm going with, where I should have a lot of extra damage anyway, I think that it should. I think it's probably better for the Ice Rod at this point. That was certainly a questionable one, though. Certainly questionable, for sure. Very nice. Actually, killing that with the bomb is a really big deal. Okay. Should be able to get through. It's a 9-9 after all. No comment. Head down to the elite fight. Should be very easy to clear this thing. Unless, of course... Yeah, no, it should just be pretty easy, I think. The shield mage would be ideal. Hey! Ask and ye shall receive, apparently. I think the best way to go about this is to just scale up faster than it can. That's my thought anyway. Whether that's accurate or not, beats me. Would have been ideal if I didn't crit there. That was half damage because I did. I mean, like, it's fine, but... it's fine, but it's not really fine. I'm lying. It's not. Stones are really strong. Like, I will be honest, just as, like, a pure stats alone, that is really good. Now, I need to hit a refresh. That is something that needs to happen. Like, thank you. At least it get that going for it. And now my dag orb's up to a 9-9. Oh, that's what I was thinking, yeah. Brooklyn 9-9. I knew I was thinking of something when I was saying that. Brooklyn 9-9, though. What an amazing show. Honestly, I didn't watch any of the later seasons of it, but the early seasons were honestly really, really fun to watch. But yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna heal here, and I feel like I should be upgrading, right? Although maybe not. We'll see, we'll see. I might in the future. Now the bomb unit is actually very intriguing. I do have all these bombs to start with anyway, and I can refresh them. I mean, like, I might as well. And here we go. Finally, I can remove this dag orb that has been clogging my deck this entire time. I kind of want to run away. I kind of like my stones. I don't know. Do I want to run or do I want to fight? If I fight, I can also buy another relic. That wasn't a fight. Okay, never mind. I don't know if I've ever seen this stage. I normally always skip it. It's unfortunate that that is a not easy one to navigate. I'll take refreshing. Okay. I really wish I could have gotten to that shop, I'll be honest. I have a lot of gold, and I really wanted to use it. definitely should have also started to discard there. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I always have to be shooting 2 orbs in a reload. It doesn't matter what 2, it just has to be 2. Now, it would be great if I had hit a refresh there, but I didn't, so we just keep moving. Can I get down to this refresh is the real question. Probably should have gone to the ball lightning to kind of guarantee. That was a fairly good shot. Ooh, that was actually a lot more damage than I expected to. Wow. Wait, this is a 9-4 ball lightning. It's gonna crit, isn't it? It is. Ah, no, it would have killed. Unfortunate, but not too big of a deal. I've got a 15-11 stone after all. That is absurd numbers to have on a stone without Hero's Backpack or anything like that. I think this is probably the best orb I could have found, I'll be honest. And then a +1/+1 on top of that, so it's gonna be incredible from the start. I will very gladly take that. I probably want to be getting rid of something here, and I don't know what that's gonna be, like what one I actually want to get rid of. But it's something. It's something for sure. Now, what? Okay. That's good enough. Don't need to heal because I do have the good old-fashioned Wally guy coming up. I am kind of excited to see how much this is actually going to do. Let's see. I think I'll like how this is going to do against the wall. The pure damage one. Damage focus one. I mean, that's a pretty good start, if I do say so myself. Plus that exact same damage right afterwards with the Echo Orb. You gotta love the Echo. Honestly, one of the most, like, the buff that the Echo Orb got to go from, like, I think 60% Echo to 100% Echo was incredibly strong. Like, it went from a very mediocre orb, to one that I probably would never have used, to one that I am saving in my peg luck for the final stages, just because I know it is that powerful. It's honestly amazing. This is gonna crit, isn't it? And I'm gonna... It's not gonna crit. Ooh, okay. And then a 630 damage here. A free 630. It's a free 810 even. That's awesome. I do have to throw the 1010 now. There we go. Getting up to another big damage value there. I wasn't at all worried about this one, this fight whatsoever, and I'm happy that my thoughts were proven right on this fight, at the very least. It would be great if I could hit a refresh. Just get that one last shot in. You know? One last big shot. I am gonna crit here, aren't I? I am not! And I am just gonna get through it anyway. I would gladly take that. No. I don't want this because running through my deck is very dangerous, or that's the main focus of my deck, so I will take the Kinetic Meteorite just for fun. I do quite like it. Just have good old bouncing orbs, you know? I say that, and then I only discard once of 2 potential discards. I don't know what I'm doing. Being silly is what I'm doing. Hopefully I can do some fairly strong stuff here, and it looks like I'll be able to. Very nice. There's just a flat-out level 3 stone being offered to me. I'm not gonna take it, of course, but I'm happy with my orbs. I just find that funny that a plain old level 3 stone's being offered. I'll take a +1/+0, making my starting bit a little bit stronger even. On non-crits, of course. What am I thinking? I think I'm thinking ball lightning. Just don't take damage, I think, is the main goal right now. I could absolutely die to mirrors. And mirrors are so scary. I know I probably shouldn't be this scared of mirrors, but I am, okay? Considering I have an 8-9 orb to start. 8-9 stones. Holy. Those are not okay. 8-9 stones. That is ridiculous. And I also have like 400 gold right now. Healing 6 on every reload is... I just haven't come across a shop yet is all. A little unfortunate, but it is what it is. Now, if I don't crit, I think that this Ek Orb, considering it starts as a 4-2, will just be able to steamroll all the ones that are currently there. If I do crit, it'll be a little unfortunate, but I'll get over it. Apparently, crit didn't matter because it was just gonna kill everything with bombs. Okay. I see how it is. I am just throwing the stone here, just because I do have the... whatchamajoopicker? The ice rod or whatever. But considering I ended up just throwing the... throwing a good old-fashioned... what am I thinking? Good old-fashioned ball lightning, and didn't actually matter. Did not matter in the slightest. Alright. Time for this one. I do have to be throwing non-ball lightning, which is a little unfortunate. I did really like throwing them. But honestly, it shouldn't matter whatsoever. Because I have an Ek Orb coming up right after the stone at 1,000 damage instantly without even needing to scale. I think that's, I think I'll be fine. You know, just a thought, but I think I'll be fine here. 2k damage, almost, on one orb. This is truly the scaling, though. And I'm so happy that I've seen it work for the first time. Honestly, Echo Chamber, probably good. I do think Hero's Backpack might have been better. Actually, no, it definitely wouldn't have been. Right here. Nice. It could have been. It could have been for sure, but I might as well just try this. And I think it's time to remove maybe even the Morbid Orb. I don't know. I kind of like the stone. For some reason, I'm really liking the stone right now. That's what it was. It was the kinetic meteorite. I forgot I had that thing. No. Short fuse bombs then. At least I get that. I do quite like that one, and it should be very good with my build. Might as well buy all 4 of these. This is like, why do I always get these types of runs where I just get absurd amounts of relics on my non-Peglock runs? There's no reason for me to have this many, like whatsoever. And this is not even just because I started with extra relics. This is just because I keep finding them. And I got 2 shops back to back where I could buy every single run. That's nice. To say the least, that's nice. Ooh, that was a really bad shot there. I will probably still throw the Ek Orb, even though it looks like a crit and it's gonna hurt me. Quite a good margin. Wow, okay, that didn't feel good. Mirror fights. I hate them. But it looks like it just fine in the end. Just fine, and haven't really been I've kind of noticed I don't know if I've transcended the need for scaling at this point. It just feels so strong. I'll definitely do it on the final boss here. That is one thing I am absolutely going to do. Scaling on the final boss, I kind of want to just like, play the most dangerous game and just constantly scale, I think that's what I want to do. The final boss, I am going to scale so hard. I'm determined at this point. I've convinced myself that is the only path forward. What's my final encounter gonna be for the boss? And of course it was a shop. If only I had 200 more gold. I could have gotten it if I didn't heal there. Alright, let's see. I do need to throw 2 orbs. Any 2 orbs will work. I think throwing this one plus the stone plus the ball lightning is the best case scenario. The ball lightning should be able to open up the entire area here. Plus, I can target it so I can fully avoid damaging the boss here. And that's mainly what I want to do right now. I want this thing to be... I want this Peglin to be strong. It have so many muscles. And apparently I don't even need the ball lightning to clear out this area because everything was going to get cleared out by a stone anyway. Jeez. That is ridiculous. Yikes. I didn't calculate that. Okay, that didn't go well. I forgot about bombs being a thing, if I'm gonna be honest. Yikes. Well, should be fine. Hopefully it should be fine. And I should have skipped there. Looks like it doesn't matter. Let's see. How much muster coal am I gonna do here? I'm going to target you. That is what I am going to do. And then I'll start clearing out some bombs. Oh, shoot. I'm going to do plenty of damage. Yeah! Ooh! I can get more muster coal! I'm at plus 10, plus 3. It's a 6 ball lightning! Oh, that was amazing. I love this. Oh, that's great. And I hope you guys loved it as well, so...